In the world of horror cinema, there are many sequels out there. There are a few noteworthy entries I've covered on this channel, with many more that I want to cover in the future. Some of these films are actually pretty good and deserve some amount of praise. This film is not one of them. You can't appreciate the good without a sampling of the bad, and today is one of the worst sequels I've ever seen, and that's saying a lot considering the amount of crap that I've sat through over the years, looking at you, AVP Requiem. But today, we are looking at early 2000s D-grade horror. I am Horror Man Mike, and this is Sequels Do Suck. Hello everybody, happy April Fool's Day, or whatever day you happen to be watching this on. In the early 2000s and even into the 2010s and 2020s, there was a renaissance of mockumentary-style found footage horror. If any one film can take the credit, or the blame, for this trend, it could be 1999's The Blair Witch Project. Although it was hardly the first of its type, for many horror viewers around my age and especially younger, it was their first found footage horror movie, and especially with the marketing campaign and the website, it was a convincing sell to an early 2000s internet generation audience. I personally did not like The Blair Witch Project. A bunch of kids getting lost in the woods with a camcorder, I could do that with my friends for free on any given weekend in the Blue Hills of Massachusetts. As a found footage movie, I did not find it terribly exciting or interesting. My first found footage movie was Cannibal Holocaust, which set the intensity bar pretty fucking high. But whether you thought the movie was scary or not, nobody could deny it was successful. With a budget of $60,000, it grossed over $248,639,000, which is a markup of I don't even know how much. It was a cultural hit that immediately got memed on, spoofed, and imitated. So, of course, there was going to be a sequel, which is how we got Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. Where do I start with the critique of this film? A good sequel will continue the journey of the first film. It will revisit the same location and themes, or it will continue the story of the original characters, or it will give more details about the mythology and the world in which that film takes place. Yeah, Blair Witch 2 doesn't do any of that. Returning characters? No. Any new lore on the supposed Blair Witch? New lore, new mythology? No? Okay, well, that would have been cool. Okay, what else we got? Locations. This movie takes place in basically two locations, the foundation of a house and a warehouse. If there's any connection to the first film, it's so trite it doesn't even matter. Actually, in the world of Blair Witch 2, the movie The Blair Witch Project is a fictitious film. So it can't continue anything from the first movie because the Blair Witch movie to them is the same thing that it is to us. It's an independent film that just happened to be really successful. So what does that leave us with? New characters! Yay, I guess. The characters are introduced in the most ham-fisted, forceful way I've seen in recent memory. We have Jeff, the tour guide for this trip. He's the audio-video guy. Scholarly Stephen and his girlfriend Tristan are here to research a book on the Blair Witch mythos. Erica is the earthy Wiccan nature goth, and Kim is the graveyard psychic spooky goth. You got all that? Okay, cool. These five bumble through this movie, and I really do mean bumble through. The characters in this movie really don't do anything until the end. Rather, a huge portion of this film is just things happening to them and then reacting to it, usually in a very confused manner, and making some very dumb choices along the way. The characters have no fucking idea what's going on in this movie. There are so many scenes where a character is asked a question and is just saying or shouting "I don't know" as an answer.
You don't want to keep it, do you?
No.
But Steven wants the baby.
Yes? How do you know?
I don't know. So what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Come on. Why would they be in there?
Look, I don't know why, Steven.
How did you know?
I don't know. Are they yours?
Did you put them in there?
Did you?
Jeff, are they your tapes?
Yeah, Erica, they're my tapes!
How the hell do you see Coffin Rock? What, can you see in other dimensions?
I don't know, that's...
Is she gonna be okay?
I don't know.
What the hell was that?
I'm not sure.
How does that happen?
I don't know. We were hoping you could explain things.
I don't have a clue.
Believer?
I don't know. Where is she, Kim? Where is she? Why are all her clothes and all her shit still here?
How am I supposed to know?
Oh.
Why are we seeing all this shit, okay? Why is all this happening?
I don't know.
What the fuck is this?
What?
These.
I don't know. Where did you get them?
In your desk. What, are you spying on us?
What the hell are you talking about? I'm not doing that. I have no idea where this shit came from.
Where'd you get these?
Jeff has been investigating us.
Answer me.
I don't know. She found them. Maybe she put them in there.
Look, I don't know you got...
I have no idea where these came from. What?
We need to take the tapes. We need to run them backwards.
Why?
I don't know.
So after bumbling around the foundation of a house as well as bumbling around a warehouse, the characters slowly descend into madness as stuff happens to them until the film eventually ends. I feel all of the actors are trying to outact each other at times. They're trying to be the biggest character in the film without actually doing anything extraordinary. Another thing that I clocked while rewatching this was that there are parts of this movie that play out like a music video for some reason. That's all I've got to say on this movie. You take 5 people trying to outact each other, stick them in a few locations, have them react to stuff, throw some goth rock over it, and boom, you've got Blair Witch 2: Book of Shadows. If you're a fan of the first film, you don't have to watch this one. You can skip it. It's fine. I won't tell anybody. Watch the 2016 remake instead, which I also was not a fan of. So if you've got 90 minutes to spare and you want to watch dumb goth kids make bad decisions, maybe Blair Witch 2: Book of Shadows is for you. It's campy. It's stupid. It's disconnected from the rest of the franchise. As far as sequels go, it really does suck.
This is wrong. That's fucking bullshit! It's fucking bullshit!
So that does it for me, and that does it for Blair Witch 2. What are your thoughts on Blair Witch 2: Book of Shadows? Or is there a horror sequel you want to see me cover in the future? Please leave a comment below. While you're there, feel free to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and stay notified for when I upload more content in the future. For today, I am Horrorman Mike, and this is Sequels Do Suck. Okay, real talk. I've done the review. It's April Fool's Day, so I have to tear this movie down rather than praise it. And this is a really dumb movie. But this would be a great party movie. Get some people over, get drunk, get stoned, throw this on the TV, and just riff on it. First time I saw this movie, I fucking hated it. Which is why I chose it for this year's April Fool's Day review. It plays itself like a serious horror movie, but if you rewatch this as like a super campy horror comedy, it's not that bad. It's actually much more bearable. I enjoyed reviewing this as an adult rather than my initial viewing as a 20-something or however old I was when I first saw it. This movie is a bad sequel, but it's not a bad experience, if that makes sense. Yeah, rewatching this and reviewing it was actually a lot of fun. This movie is so fucking dumb, it's hilarious. I don't know, it's just now that the review's over, I wanted to come back at the end and say something redeeming about it. So, that's all for now. I'll see y'all in the next video.